we heard about this crazy John O'Keefe story? Well, I took notes, so buckle up. Follow me on this one because it gets messy and it just turns into a whole thing. This case is playing out in court right now, and it's what everyone is talking about. It's crazy popular, and it's a crazy twisty case. So John O'Keefe was a Boston police officer who was found the morning of January 29th, 2022. Karen Reed was John's girlfriend, who is on trial currently for his unaliving. Now, she is suspected of hitting him with her SUV and then leaving him in the snow to, pass. So what we're all wondering is, how did we get here, right? How did we get to this person's unaliving and this person in trial? Well, So the night of the incident, the couple was out with their friends, having some drinks. They went to 2 different bars and stayed a while, not very long. And then roughly around midnight, their group some of their group decided they were going to go back to another person's house. They're invited, and neither of them knew him super well. And what followed after, we don't exactly know, but we have kind of an idea. I don't know. The whole reason this is so twisty and turny is because this woman, Karen, keeps changing her stories. There's a story, and then it changes, and then another story, and it changes, but the one that I think she settled on was that she told him something that she's not going to the house. So she drops him off to the house and leaves. Somehow, he is left in that house for the full night, and she goes home. She says she woke up in the early morning hours and John was still gone, so she kind of freaked out. When she returned to the home that he was supposed to be at, she found John unresponsive in the snow. He passed out there, and he later was gone at the hospital. His injuries are pretty crazy. So John had 2 black eyes, a cut on his nose, abrasions on his right arm, and a cut to the back of his head, with many skull fractures going on. Although hypothermia was probably the main cause, what happened here? Because this is way more than just hypothermia. So Karen was arrested days later. Her SUV had a shattered right rear tail light and scratches on the bumper. There was glass on the bumper, and that's why they think she basically ran over him or backed into him or something. The prosecution is saying that glass is from a literal glass that he was holding in his hand when she hit him. They, of course, got all the text, and there's a lot of back and forth about them breaking up, about him cheating, a lot of stuff going on here. These accusations and all this back and forth was in the weeks leading up to this event. Now, the defense, get this, is saying that there is a police cover-up because of his job and because of his relation to the police department. They are saying that whoever was in that house was the ones that unalived him, or an accident happened or something, and then they left him out in the snow and framed Karen. The defense is also saying that his injuries look more like a dog attack, which there was a dog in the home, but they're not really sure if he was in the home that night. I don't know. So many people are being brought to trial. There's a list of friends, but there's this one person who's being brought to trial that it just gets bananas. There's this journalist, apparently, called Turtle Boy. I don't know what's with the name, but he is a blogger, and he's blogged about this case since the beginning. He is coming to witness in the trial, but he also has had many charges of domestic violence, and a lot of people are saying that he's in love with Karen. This is a problem because they're saying he fed her evidence from the trial that they were trying to keep from her or something. Basically, he's feeding her information. There was 40 phone calls and 100 or 40 hours and 189 phone calls between Turtle Boy and Karen. So something was going on there. This federal investigation has submitted over 3,000 pages of evidence. Like, this went to the FBI. This is a messy, messy trial. They're literally playing it out right now, and it's just gonna get bananas. So, if you didn't know about it, you do now. I am Sarah. I am your true crime best friend. Please follow me on TikTok here and over on YouTube. Things just keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder in true crime. All right. I love y'all. See you later. Bye.